women online, especially TikTok, seem to believe that nerds make the best husbands.
They're nerds. You go for the nerd. If he owns a lightsaber, green flag. If he has purchased a wand from the wizarding world of Harry Potter, greenest possible flag. If he has an unhealthy obsession with Ahsoka Tano, you better run to the altar. Bonus points if he's obsessed with Monopoly. Because those little underestimated nerd boys grow up to be men who see what's in here.
Oh. Your heart.
The heart.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could all happen and it still be a total disaster.
It's true. It's true. But I could see what she's saying here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That it is about, they don't care necessarily about social norms, if you will. That's why they're deemed nerdy, which, the fact that we're still calling people nerds when there are so many things that get appreciated and niches, if you will.
So many niches now.
And celebrated on, as they should be.
For years when I've mentioned that, like Harry Potter, everyone in the room's like, Harry Potter.
I don't do that for Harry Potter. I do make that face and that noise when you mention Weird Al at any point.
Yeah, Weird Al.
Yes.
I mean,
but I can embrace some Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I can do that.
But Weird Al would be, I think, in the nerdy category.
100%.
So where does it classify when I say Dixie Stampede and you make that noise,
Just
Katie?
trash.
That's not nerdy. That's a whole different thing.
That's white trash.
I will say that if nerdy people, and I like to be nerdy sometimes, but I think nerdy people also, they tend for some reason to be maybe so unique and niche that they don't look like sexy per se to a lot of women on the outside. And I think that they realize that. So when they get a girl, they also maybe are forced to I'm going to lose her. I'm just lucky to have anybody. That they treat them even better.
Yeah,
and probably unfairly and upside down in the relationship.
I don't think that they're like, I'm going to lose her. I think that they're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Like that other part of it doesn't exist.
Yeah, because they know that they're a little different.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I definitely understand it, and I can see how that would be true. For sure. The nerds, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean,
they appreciate other things. It's not just about your looks.
And there's a difference between nerdy, like dork nerdy, and nerdy, like a unique, smart nerdy that's maybe attractive to some. Because there's a nerdy that you're just so nerdy and not even offering anything and come across like a jerk too. Then there's the nerdy you're just into funny things but you have a likable personality.
Sure.
And those are the ones I like the most.
I can see that too. I don't find anybody, and no offense, but I don't find anybody who is into swords attractive. I just don't. I don't get it. Yeah, no, I do.
What if you thought someone was attractive and then you found out about the swords? If they leave the sword,
you
then
lose points for me.
Okay.
I can think that you're still physically attractive,
but
you
wait,
do
what's
nothing
going
for.
on? It's a red flag.
Yeah,
for
that
you.
would be
have a collection?
What is it about the sword that doesn't do it for you?
The power.
Why do you need one?
Yeah, why do you have a sword?
Why do you have a sword?
I mean, unless your family owns a castle.
In that case, fine.
Oh, yeah,
but if you don't come with a castle,
People have
I don't get you.
different collections that they like to collect.
Again,
if you're in your 20s and you own swords, I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like some of the royals walk around with swords, don't they?
When they're like a certain tradition
it's
or
like part of the uniform.
Yeah, part of the uniform. But if you just are, hey, come on over and let me show you my sword. No, thank you.
I get a new katana.
Yeah, is that the name of one?
Katanas are pretty cool.
No,
the
those are
Japanese sword.
Yeah, they're
the samurai
different type of
swords.
weapon.
Yeah. Cook with
Yeah.
it. That'd be dope.
If I could afford one, I'd have one. I love a katana.
No, I'm with Katie on that
Don't
one.
do
What
it.
about would you say people like Matt who still play Pokemon? Is that nerdy?
It is nerdy.
It is nerdy,
It is
yes.
nerdy.
But
The
then
only
it
time-
becomes a social phenomenon.
That's when it became mainstream,
Yeah.
and it was like people just when it was on your phone.
Mhm.
When you're playing Pokemon with cards still,
Yeah.
you're a nerd.
But see,
That's
here's
okay.
the thing, though. It's
more mainstream for younger people,
Yeah,
though.
because it's cyclical. Because
Yeah.
now younger, like my nephew is really into Pokemon, and he's 8. So, and he's like into the cards all of a sudden now. And I don't know the first thing about it, so I don't know what to buy. I don't know what to
Matt,
give.
do you still play?
I don't play, no, but I did recently find my old collection of Pokemon cards
Worth
and
something, aren't
did
they?
some research. There's a few $1,000s worth of cards. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
I just have to. I don't want to get taken in. I have to figure out what each one is worth. Because if I just go to somebody and I'm like, "What do you think these are worth?" They could just look at it and be like, $20, and then go make $1,000.
And
Yeah.
even Post Malone has a nerdy side to him, even though he
Yes.
has face tattoos and everything else. He's into I think he bought some card. Was it The Gathering? What is it? It's like
Magic the
$2
Gathering.
million.
I don't know.
For
Right.
a card, a collectible card.
Well,
That's nerdy, but he's cool. See?
I do see.
Yeah.
I see.
No, I mean, like, I love sports. I've been all sorts of comedy and stuff, but I do have those nerdy sides. Like, I didn't like grow up. I mean, obviously, didn't grow up with Harry Potter, but then, you know, was asked to read them, and I started reading them. I'm like, these are really good, and
Sure.
and I don't care if people know it.
Right. And
Right.
I do appreciate that because you are so into it, you know,
Yeah.
and people get that way with Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, or where it just is. I understand it. It consumes you, and then you don't care who knows.
Yeah, especially around
Yeah.
dudes who are like Harry Potter. I'm like,
Cares?
yeah, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
hello, you read humongous books.
Yeah,
Can they say that?
you're right.
I could not sit through a Harry Potter movie
What?
or
No?
book. But
Dang.
You can't sit through a Marvel movie.
That's
they're
true.
right.
Iconic.
I can't. I don't know
You can
why.
barely
Yeah.
sit through a 30-minute sitcom.
You're
You're not the
right.
best
Right.
example.
No,
Yeah.
but I did when I went to the place in Florida,
Universal?
and all of a sudden I ended up in Harry Potter world. I became a hot Harry Potter nerd then because I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted a wand. I didn't get one. I held back my struggle to not get one because it was nerdy, but I wanted one.
Yeah.
Deep
Well,
down inside.
You can borrow mine if you want.
I have one as well if you
the
need it.
wand is, it fits to the person.
That's what I've heard.
So I mean, you can
Oh,
borrow.
yeah.
You won't be able to do the same magic
It'll
as me and
reject.
Jason.
It will reject its spells.
The
Yeah.
wand
Yeah.
chooses you.
It chooses me, and so same for you. If you had your own wand, Jason, you'd be paired. And if I borrowed it and I tried to do a spell, it could
Did
backfire.
you do that at Great Wolf Lodge too? Because they have the wand thing.
I've
in the
never
hallway.
been there.
they have.
yeah.
You
Heard of
can.
that.
Yes, you can. They have. It's called the Magic Quest. They
Yeah.
also
Oh,
have a
yeah.
version of Magic Quest, I think, in
Myrtle Beach.
Beach and in Gatlinburg,
What do you
Hollywood area.
What do you
Yeah.
do with it?
It's like a wand, but it's almost like an interactive, almost like an adventure video game kind of thing. They have different like crystals and treasure chests set around the facility, and so the kids walk up and they just point the wand at it and the treasure chest will open up or the pictures will move and talk,
I got it.
and you have
Okay.
to do it in a certain order, so you're walking around the whole lodge pointing at it, trying to make it light up
See,
or whatever.
That kind of thing I have appreciation for.
Mhm.
It's I don't know if I want to say, well, it is smart. I think so. It's obviously
Yes.
money making. I understand that. But it's smart where it just gets the kids excited or adults excited to be doing things.
And they have to do some critical thinking too, because it's almost like a riddle. You have to read it and then figure out what it means. Now the kids that do it with the capes, nerds.
you don't get to go
You just got the
over.
wand,
That's
you're
what
good. You put the
Matt
cape
says
on
because
Yeah.
he's embarrassed himself from doing it. So.
Or if you're like Renaissance festivals, like I don't get it, but they like it.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. I like going to the Renaissance Festival,
Right.
but I'm not going to wear the Renaissance gear.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, unless somebody offered it to me, then maybe I would.
Maybe.
Maybe
Matt,
I would.
are you doing it at Great Wolf Lodge too?
The cape?
Yeah, I didn't do the cape or anything, but we did it. You get the pass that comes with it. So my son was doing it, and he can't understand it. So I'm trying to help him. And then you get into it, and then he's like,
know
"Oh,
you
they're
did.
doing the dance party in the lobby." I'm like, "You go ahead with mom, do the dance party. I'm gonna fight this dragon."
I
real
know
quick."
it. So Matt had to make an excuse
gonna
that
fight
as
the
long as
course.
he's not wearing the cape, it's not nerdy.
Yes, I don't have the cape, so I'm still cool.
I think
I'm running around with a bunch of 12-year-olds.
I don't
I'm like,
know.
out of my way!
If I
I need
had
to
to-
fight this dragon.
if I had to rank the people on the show who care the least about doing things that are not mainstream,
yeah.
I would start the person who cares the most about somebody finding out or doing something nerdy would be Jason.
No, I don't care.
Yes,
No,
you
I said
do.
of the people on the
No.
show.
Yes, you
that
do.
would be
You-
Squid.
That's why you
No.
quit magic.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see all the. I like every single group and song that's embarrassing and
That's
scares
not
to fly and
embarrassing.
everything.
They were
That's nerdy.
mainstream at one point and extremely popular.
This is my opinion, and everyone on the show agrees. Doesn't mean it's right.
But
All right.
it is.
It doesn't
It
mean,
is.
but yeah, that's okay. Other people on the show. Then I think it's Katie. I think it's Katie. I think it's Katie. It's not necessarily
Certainly,
a bad
yeah.
thing.
I mean, sure, I'll take it, but
I don't like that.
yeah.
yeah, I think
I
other
am
people
more
on the
nerdy.
show.
I get into my quirky
Now he's
things.
competitive. He wants to be the most nerdy.
He does. I'm the most nerdy.
You have your
Yeah.
things too that
I
are
got my
mainstream.
quirks. Yeah, I got my
we all
things,
do.
but yeah.
Wants to be.
Then I think Squid.
Okay.
He has his Dragon Ball Z shirts, and there's some things he does
Yeah.
on the low. that
I
are-
liked anime before it was cool though. Now it's
Yeah.
cool. I liked it before it was cool. So I was an OG nerd, but now I'm like
I
kind of
liked it
cool.
because it was porn.
Yeah.
What?
That's
no,
why.
no. Dragon Ball Z is
Whatever.
nothing like that.
Yeah, and then I think it's Matt, does it, and then me.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Matt would be a little bit more nerdier than you.
No, I mean,
No.
I don't think so. Because even he was making an excuse about the whatever Quest Love or what he was talking
No,
about.
I'm all about it. I just didn't want to wear the cape.
If
long
my
as
kids
you
were
have
like,
a
Dad,
cape.
can you wear the cape? I'm like, yeah, sure.
But
Okay.
Well, if my
Matt-
son asked me to wear the cape, I would wear
You
the
would wear
cape.
the cape. I got
Yeah.
you.
Were you really into Pokemon like Matt is?
It's pronounced Pokemon.
Pokemon was
See,
not.
you just lost nerd points, Jason.
Yeah, you just lost.
Door, I'm a nerd. I'm telling you, Door. You don't know my nerd tendencies. Maybe
I'm
it's
saying,
just a facade.
I'm saying the people that are trying to hide it are more ashamed. You'd be the one. Like you might do nerdy things, but you don't want people to know about it.
I do nerdy things.
But we
I don't
don't-
care.
Okay. Well, anyway, I
Yeah.
think me and Matt are probably close.
Yeah,
I think you
yeah, I
guys
think
are
so.
probably on the same level. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
can't
not
help
even
it
saying,
that I'm not into nerd stuff.
No.
I can't help it.
And I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but like then when I went to what's the park? Oh, Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
And they had this one Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the coolest ride I've ever been. I was like, what is this? And I didn't even care about it, but it was like a 15-minute like attraction.
What is that one?
Rise of the Resistance. It's a Star Wars ride.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I don't even say a ride. It's like an attraction. It was just like incredible. And I was like, didn't make me want to watch the movies anymore, but I felt like I was in the movie.
Seriously, yeah. There's people that go on it that have never sseen the movies that still think it's unbelievable. It submerges you in it.
I would try it, but I've never seen the movies.
I was openly talking about what an awesome ride it was, and then I looked around after we got off, and people had their because you can go there, you can actually make lightsabers. They charge like $100 or whatever.
See,
I'm like,
money.
More than that, some of them.
And I'm like,
expensive.
nerd. I was talking about how awesome the ride was. Like, nerd. In my mind, I'm thinking, nerd. Who would buy that, nerd? And I'm like, could you believe what we did? We were with the stormtroopers, and I think one shot me. I don't know.
But even I went to that Star Wars area too in Disney, and it is remarkable. I don't like Star Wars, but it is unbelievably the whole area is just decked out, and it's really cool.
You can do both. You can not be a fan, but you can enjoy or appreciate
And I like
the
magic.
coolness. You know, yeah, that might be the nerdiest thing that you'll allow anybody, only because you feel like you've mastered it.
Yeah.
If you didn't feel like you were good at it, you wouldn't be telling anybody. I feel like I do not nerdy, but like old school things that
Yes,
you guys
you do.
view as nerdy. Like
Oh.
I cannot get enough of the library.
Right.
I will pick up any newspaper that is in front of me and
No,
read
it's just
it.
boring.
I do the crossword. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing I was thinking is everybody seems to have something that they collect. I think it would be interesting if we talked or asked, like, what is it that you collect? Maybe we could do that later
let's
in
do
the
that.
week. But you go into some people's homes, and sometimes they're older. You see them like at estate sales and stuff, and you're like, you collected that
Right.
all these years. You collected that thing.
Right.
And I don't. Some of them I don't understand, like the little China dolls and stuff.
They're scary.
Oh, yeah.
But
the worst
people
thing
have
to
them on
collect is
display.
clowns.
Yeah, people do.
Yeah, they do.
But
They
people do. And then everybody thought they were going to make a lot of money with the Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Beanie Babies.
Didn't.
Yeah.
All Squid collects his bodies. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He collects bodies.
Get that count up.
Damn right. Damn right. That's it.
That's not
And
even true.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Other than that.
Bodies and those things.